Welcome to Mindset Monday, where we don't play nice with your excuses. This is the Bad Influence podcast, the one they warn you about. I'm Bjordan Banderas, and I'm not here to cuddle you. I'm here to help you take back control of your mind. So if you're tired of drowning in anxiety and overthinking every damn thing, this is your call to wake the hell up. Let's rebuild your mental game from the ground up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's cut right through the bullshit. Most people are not actually unhappy. They're just living lives that were never theirs to begin with. You're miserable because you're misaligned. Period. You didn't write the script you're following. You inherited it. Somebody handed you the unfulfilled dreams, their outdated beliefs, their fears, and you took them as gospel. Now you wonder why your life feels empty as hell. And I'm gonna be real with you. When is the last time you stop and ask, what the hell do I really want? Not what your parents want. Not what your partner expects. Not what society told you to chase. But what you actually desire. That's right. What you actually desire. You see, at some point, somebody convinced you that dreaming big was childish. They call your ambition unrealistic. And because you crave approval, you traded your dreams for their acceptance. Now, you're standing here, listening to me, drowning in mediocrity, waking up tired and empty, and every damn day you avoid asking what you truly want. You surrender your happiness to people who don't even have their own shit figured out. It's true. This is exactly what happened to me when I was unhappy, because I follow someone else's script. And here's one of the things that a lot of people are doing, which is the same thing that I did just a few years ago. You wake up to the same damn alarm you've been snoozing for years. The room's dark, the air feels stale, and your God already knows. Today's gonna feel like yesterday. You drag yourself to the mirror, not because you care how you look, but because you're searching for something behind your eyes. Some spark. Some sign that you're still alive inside. But all you see is someone who's been sleepwalking through a life that doesn't even feel like theirs. You do what you're supposed to do. You smile at coworkers, nod at meetings, say, I'm good, when you're clearly not. You post filter pictures that hide the fact that your heart feels hollow and your dreams feel dead. And here's the part that really fucks with your head. You should be happy. You should be happy because you've got what they told you to chase. A stable job, a relationship that looks decent on paper. It looks great on Instagram, right? A calendar full of plans that don't actually light you up. You check all the boxes, but none of them are yours. Deep down, you know the truth. You never chose this path. You inherited it. It was carved out by other people's fears, other people's expectations. You were just trying to make them proud. How many of you have done that? Because I've done it. That's why I wanted to talk about this. So you wanted to make them proud, or at least shut them up, right? You just wanted to tell them, like, shut up, I got what you asked me to do. Like, shut up. You swallow your real dreams because someone laughed at them when you were young. You stopped painting, you stopped writing, you stopped creating, you stopped speaking up. You kept the peace by killing your passion. You traded authenticity for approval. And now you're the one paying the price. You tell yourself it's too late to change. You're too far in. Too many people count on you. But that's just fear dressing up like responsibility. And then, one day, the mask cracks. Maybe it's a random moment, a panic attack in traffic, tears during a Netflix rerun, or a night staring at the ceiling wondering if this is really it. And that voice you've buried for years, it finally screams, whose life are you living? That's what you're going to hear at one point in your life. And you better get that question now than when you're in your 60s. Because when you get that question and you're younger, you at least can realize you built a whole reality around avoiding your truth. You've numbed yourself with distractions, fake smiles, and surface level shit. All because facing your real desires felt dangerous, right? It was scary. But now it's more dangerous not to. So you do the terrifying thing. You start telling the truth. You admit the job drains you. You admit the relationship's over. You admit you want more. And in that honesty, something shifts. It's painful. Yes, it will be painful. But it's also freeing. Because for the first time in a long time, you're not pretending. This isn't depression. It's misalignment. You're not broken. You're just disconnected from your real damn self. You were not put here to recycle someone else's script. And I want you to understand that. You were made to write your own. And yeah, it's gonna piss people off. It's gonna scare the shit out of you. But it's also going to resurrect you. Because happiness, real happiness, doesn't come from comfort. It comes from clarity. It's not about perfect circumstances. It's about alignment. It's about waking up and knowing this life is mine. These decisions are mine. This direction is mine. You stop chasing validation and start chasing your truth. Think about it. You stop numbing the pain and start decoding it. You stop living to impress and start living to express. And that's when happiness finally shows up. So listen to what I'm about to say. Happiness isn't pleasure. You're chasing hits of temporary joy, parties, vacations, binges on Netflix, because you're terrified of facing the deeper void within yourself. But let me ask you this. Are you genuinely building peace from the inside out? Or are you just numbing yourself enough to ignore the pain that's silently screaming beneath the surface? Happiness is not sedation. Happiness is clarity. It's the courage to face your demons head on and stop pretending everything is fine when your soul knows damn well it isn't. So tell me this. What part of your life are you faking your way through right now? Is it the job you hate but pretend to tolerate? The relationship that feels hollow but looks good on Instagram? You don't get real joy from a life built on fine. Nobody achieves greatness from a foundation of lies. You either get brutally honest or stay comfortably numb until regret chokes you. And I want you to repeat this to yourself every morning because this is very important to understand. Comfort isn't happiness. Comfort is a sedative. Because it numbs you just enough to forget that you're wasting the greatest gift you have. Your damn potential. Let that sink in. If your happiness depends on external conditions, perfect job, perfect partner, perfect bank account, you are one crisis away from complete collapse. True happiness can't rely on circumstances. Happiness that depends on everything going right is nothing but fragile illusion. When life punches you, and trust me, it will, you better have built something stronger inside yourself. Here's a hard truth. Your unhappiness is rooted in your refusal to build internal resilience. You put your joy in the hands of people, places, and things that never promise stability. You're repeating lies like mantras. I'm too old. It's too late. I'm not that type of person. Bullshit stories you fear created just to justify your inaction. But let me ask you this. I know that in my episodes, I ask a lot of questions, but I want you to question yourself. What would happen if, for once, you challenge those narratives? If you threw out those excuses and rewrote the script from scratch? Because here's the reality. The stories you believe shape the life you live. It's so true. And as long as you're holding on to narratives of limitation, scarcity, and self-doubt, you will never find lasting happiness. Happiness isn't chasing applause or waiting for validation from people who don't even applaud themselves. You've spent years trying to prove yourself to critics who couldn't care less whether you rise or fall. It's true. And sometimes those people can be your own family. Those people can be your own friends. So you gotta watch who's on your circle. Because at some point, you confuse loyalty with fear. You convince yourself you're being responsible by following their rules, when really, you're terrified to step out and claim your own life. Are you waiting for permission to live fully from people who are not even happy themselves? Let me say it again, just in case my accent got in the way. Are you waiting for permission to live fully from people who are not even happy themselves? Stop expecting approval from an audience that never paid the price of admission to your life. Here's what nobody tells you. Admitting you're unhappy takes guts. It means facing the brutal realization that you build a life based on someone else's values. So right now, I want you to name one uncomfortable truth. The one thing you've been avoiding because the second you speak it out loud, you'll have to make changes you've been running from for years. Is it the job sucking your soul dry? The relationship draining your energy? Your health that you keep sabotaging? Say it now. Own it. Because you can't heal what you won't acknowledge. Pretending everything's good when it's clearly not will destroy your happiness faster than any external failure ever could. Now, let's talk alignment. Alignment means your actions, your values, and your desires are moving in the same damn direction. It means your goals excite you, your relationships uplift you, and your daily habits actually serve you. Happiness is a byproduct of alignment, not luck. Misalignment creates friction, chaos, and emptiness. Alignment creates clarity, purpose, and peace. So look around. What's misaligned in your life? Your mindset, your health, your career, your relationships? Identify it. Call it out. And when you call it out, do something about it. No vacation, no vision board, no lottery win is going to fix your unhappiness. And I need you to understand that because external shifts won't heal internal misalignment. You have to do that work from the inside out. But you have to start with brutal self-honesty. The kind that makes you uncomfortable. The kind that forces you to admit you've been living beneath your potential. And when you do that, then you have to shift from victimhood to ownership. Happiness doesn't belong to people who blame their past, their parents, or their circumstances. Happiness belongs to those who take radical responsibility for their choices. So reclaim your power. Admit that nobody else can fix your life, not your spouse, not your friends, not a therapist. They can support, but they cannot do the work for you. Here's your next step. Cut the noise. Eliminate distractions and addictions that numb your senses. Turn off Netflix, log out of social media, and spend 1 hour, just 1 damn hour, asking yourself, what do I genuinely want? Write your answers down. Don't filter them. Don't judge them. And then act on them immediately. Because insight without action is just mental masturbation. Happiness demands courage. It means speaking truth that might disappoint people who never had the courage to pursue their own dreams. It means disappointing parents who had your life planned out. It means leaving relationships that don't respect your growth. It means setting boundaries that protect your peace. Happiness also demands consistency. 1 good day won't cut it. 1 therapy session won't fix you. You have to show up repeatedly, especially when it's hard. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about choosing the pain of growth over the pain of stagnation. Because let's face it, staying stuck hurts way worse in the long run. And you don't have to go all in if you don't want to. You can start small. You can change 1 habit. You can adjust your morning routine. You can say no to a draining invitation. These micro decisions snowball into massive transformation. Remember, happiness isn't a destination, it's a direction. It's choosing alignment every single day, especially when your old habits try pulling you backwards. Happiness isn't accidental, it's intentional. You don't stumble into joy, you design it. It comes from deliberate actions aligned with your highest self. When setbacks happen, and they will, remember that happiness isn't the absence of struggle. It's finding meaning within it. It's seeing challenges as opportunities to strengthen your alignment. So stop trading your long-term joy for short-term comfort. Stop numbing pain and start understanding it. Pain reveals where you're misaligned. It's your guide, not your enemy. Ultimately, happiness is clarity. It's knowing exactly who you are, what you stand for, and living relentlessly by those truths. If you've been unhappy, recognize you're not broken. You're simply misaligned. Realign your goals, your relationships, your habits, and watch your joy skyrocket. Because life is short. You have 1 shot. Stop wasting it living someone else's script. Write your own damn story unapologetically. Commit today. No more pretending. No more chasing external validation. No more numbing pain with shallow distractions. From now on, build your happiness internally, brick by brick, truth by truth, action by action. Happiness built internally can't be destroyed externally. This is your wake up call. This is your permission slip. This is the moment you need to reclaim your life. No more excuses, no more delay. Happiness demands action, alignment, and authenticity. You've suffered enough. You've compromised enough. Now step forward and build the life you deserve. But you have to do the work. You have to ask the hard questions. You have to face your fears. And when you do that, then you can align your life. Happiness is yours, but only if you're bold enough to claim it. And you have to remember this. The choice is yours. And that's it for today. If this hit you in the gut, good. That's your signal to wake the hell up. No more waiting for clarity. Create it. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss the next breakthrough. Share this with someone stuck in their head, and let's build a world of self-led warriors. This is the Bad Influence Podcast. Until next time, think sharper, live louder, and never settle. And have a great day.